مرحبا كيفكن؟ أنا منيح. أنا عندي كتير أخبار بدي إلكن. Which means, hello, how are you all? I'm good. I have a lot of news that I want to share with you guys. So, it's been 2 days since I last posted, and I have done quite a bit of fun stuff that I want to talk to you about, and also some of my new experiences. Thank you all so much for all of your comments that you've been sharing to me privately and also posting in the videos. I really appreciate it. So I guess let's get started without further ado. So yesterday was my first day of class, which was my first day walking from Marmachel to Gemeze and figuring out the walk. So I went in the morning with my cousin and walked to the school and realized I've actually been to that area before. Back in April, I went there to the cafe that's like in the area. So I was like, oh, I recognize where the school is, how neat. But the walk has no sidewalks, and it's a straight shot more or less, but you've got to like walk on the road or like walk in and out of cars, and that's kind of just something to expect. But it really wasn't too bad. Honestly, the walk isn't terrible. It's really just the fact that it's been pouring rain non-stop. It has been raining so much, and the weather has been so ridiculous that last night up in the mountains where it's colder, it actually snowed almost like 1.5 feet, like some ridiculous amount of snow. And schools were canceled and work was canceled in the mountains. So the weather here has been really unpredictable. But regardless, spent the day kind of like prepping for class, which was in the evening, and doing a couple other things. And I, like the night before, paid for parking, so I went up to the parking attendant and I was like, hi, like this is my car, in like as much Arabic as I could. And I did that all on my own, because I have a car, which is neat. And then in the evening, I walked to my Arabic class, and I have a class of about like maybe me and like 8 other people. And my teacher, my matam, because it's a woman, she's really lovely, and I had Skype lessons with her before while I was still in America, so I recognized her and she recognized me, which helped. And the lessons went well. The pace is like slow, but I think it's a good speed for me. I'm in beginner 2, so like really honestly, don't expect much from me here when it comes to Arabic. But it was good. It's 3 hours long, Tuesdays and Thursdays in the evening. Learned a lot of information, took a lot of good notes, we practiced. Hopefully I'll get to know my classmates better, the other students, which is Talib. So hopefully I'll make some friends. And then I walked back, and walking back really wasn't too bad. I was a little uncomfortable because it is nighttime by the time I walk back and it's dark. But you know, like people were pretty respectful. The guys kind of actually like move further out of your way. So if you're walking on the same sidewalk, like they'll step out so that they're like not near you. I think just because there's a lot of connotation, like they're really polite to women, like they're super like kind to girls, like they really like hold you in high esteem, which is throws me off all the time. But also like, you know, I kind of kept my like face a little stern and like walked with a purpose. But yeah, it was totally fine. So I have another class tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to, and that's going really well. And then today I had my first day of work. Yay! I'm an adult. Woo! So I got in my Siyara, which is car, and got on the road and followed the GPS, Google Maps. If you'd like to sponsor me for the fact that you're saving my life here, except for early, I'll tell you about what Google Maps did wrong. It almost killed me, but most of the time saves my life. Yes, I followed Google Maps to the office, and again to the office, and everyone is really lovely. Everyone's super sweet. All the employees are really nice. I learned a ton of information, but everyone was told that they can't speak to me in English, and I can't speak English. And so like everything that I learned today was either completely in French, which I've taken years of French, but like I've forgotten most of it, so that was kind of like me gearing up to remember things, or completely in Arabic, which surprisingly, I think thanks to the fact that I grew up in a family that spoke Arabic around the house, I actually recognized and understood most of the words and most of the conversations that were happening, and like with contextual clues could follow along really well with what I learned. But I just really clam up when I try to speak anything in Arabic, and so I just don't speak at all. whatsoever, and I really need to improve on that, and hopefully it gets better. And they're all really supportive about like trying to get me to speak. I just don't know, like I have what I want to say in my head, but like my vocabulary is so narrow that I can't formulate proper sentences, and it's just so time consuming for me to sit there and think that I'd rather just speak in English, and that's kind of something I need to improve on. So I'm definitely working on that. And then I went after they fed me lunch. Oh my, they like fed me homemade food. It was really wonderful. And then afterwards I followed the GPS to Spinneys. And Spinneys is the grocery, like one of the big grocery stores here. And I remember it being like really large, but I didn't realize that it was like Walmart sized. So I walk in and I'm like walking through like dishwashers and like suitcases and like big appliances. I'm like, where am I? I'm like walking with my cart. I'm like, where's the groceries? I just want fresh produce. And the produce is like all the way on the other side. So, I walk through the whole grocery store, and of course I'm like, oh, well, I'll buy this. I'm like, I'll get this. And everything is in lira, pound. So like, I don't know the conversion. So I'm like, this looks about cheap. Like, no, that's fine. Or like, this looks too expensive. And it's really funny. The grocery store has a ton of imports from the US, but they are so marked up. Like, they're so expensive. For instance, I was trying to buy plastic wrap, and I like found the plastic wrap section, and it was like made in the US, and I was like, okay, maybe they just don't have plastic wrap here that's other than the made in the US one. So I grab it from the aisle. I'm like, fine, this is like a reasonable price. I go like further down the aisle, and then I get to the like, I guess, Arab plastic wrap section, and it's like 9 meters for 8,000 lira or pound, which is like, I don't know, $7, $6 something, and versus 30 meters for 6,000 pound, which is like $4. I was like, what the heck? I threw the American one behind me, threw the other one in my cart. I got like a 24 pack of eggs, but it comes on like this really like flimsy carton thing, and I was like, I hope these don't break. So I load up everything. I'm like aimlessly wandering through the Spinneys, like talking to myself in English, all the while the playlist on the like grocery store is playing like literally my Spotify playlist. I'm like, these are my jams. What is this? It's like playing like Kesha, and it's playing like Sia's new like Thundercloud song, which I love, and like all these songs that are genuinely on my iPad. So I'm like singing out loud in English and like being crazy and like figuring things out. So I went to the grocery store, which was, for me a great experience. And then I followed the GPS back. And when I was, first off, before I get there, tipping culture is really huge here. You tip everyone, and because a lot of people do a lot of tasks that could be automated or could be done by yourself, you're constantly tipping people. So like one aspect of this is bagging. So someone bags your carts for you. Like they bag your produce, and they bag everything for you, and they put it in your cart, which they do in the US. But then they take it one step further, and that person who bags it goes with you, like takes your cart with you. And like you could probably ask them not to. I just don't know how yet. And like maybe they just like, they're like, what do you mean we don't need to help you? So they help you, and then they go all the way to your car, and then they like put everything into your trunk. And then you're expected to tip them. Like it's expected. And it's kind of frustrating because this is something that I do on my own, I'm capable of doing, and would rather not spend. Like I'm really, here to help, and like definitely like glad that this person has a job, but it's just, I just want to load my own trunk. Like I can do it, it's fine. So that's something I'm adapting to. So I helped tip this guy, get in my car, put on the GPS to go back to the apartment, have the option to go the path I know, and then I'm like, oh, well, why don't I try a new route? What a great idea, Sarah, let's drive this random path. It's 5 minutes faster. So like this path takes me like all around downtown Beirut. So I'm like going in and out of these roads, and they're like narrow roads, and like people are honking at you because it's like rush hour, and they're like, why are you being like such a slow idiot signaling for like ever to take a right, because I don't understand meters. So it's like in 5 meters. I'm like, okay, start signaling around. I'm like, oh wait, this is in miles. I'm like sitting there signaling for forever. Start recognizing where I am. I'm like, okay, great. Like all I have to do is take a right, and then take another right, and I'll get to like the parking lot. So like my GPS is like, turn right in like 0.2 meters at Madrid, which is the name of the road, but no one knows road names here. Anyway, I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like turning, I'm like, see the like, I pass like the side street, and I'm like, that side street's going down, and it's one way down. is this street I'm supposed to turn on one way? I'm like, okay, it'll be fine, right? So I could go, I'm like, okay, well, I'll trust the GPS, like turn onto this road as cars are coming up, and it is clearly one way, and I am not in the right direction. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's one of those situations where like it's only really one way at like come and go, like as cars come. No, there were like 3 other cars behind this car. I'm like, shit, motherfucking shit, like, sorry for the cursing. All right, gotta put on the reverse into the main road and back my butt up into oncoming traffic. It'll be fine. So I start backing up, and like I just can't back up straight. Never been able to. So I start backing up into the cars parked on the left. I'm like, okay, like stressed. Comes the saviors. Thank God for the like kind culture of the Lebanese. These like 4 16-year-old guys knock on my window, and they're like in Arabic. They're like, everything okay? Like, do you need help? Like, want us to help you back up? And I'm like panicked at this point. I'm speaking English. I'm like, the GPS told me to turn into a one-way road. Please help me. And so they're like, okay, sure, like everything will be fine. And so they're like helping me back up. And then like one of them is like stopping traffic, so like I can back my butt up into this like main road. And I'm like, thank you, like, shukran, dude. I'm like, merci. I'm like, I don't know what you guys want me to say. Everyone speaks Spanglish, but like it's like Fra-era English, French Arabic English. I'm like, okay, thanks. Turn down the road, turn down again, get to this road that is both directions but can only fit one car, so I can let these 2 cars pass, and you have to be really aggressive. You just have to go for it. So I can get on the road, and I'm like, I'm here now. And then there's a car coming into me, but they clearly have an opportunity to like back into something. I'm like, nah, you gotta back up. I'm like, this is my road now. I get to my parking lot, get the groceries, take them upstairs. There's no power. So I mentioned before, let me take a break. Just threw a lot of information at you guys. If you have any questions so far, any concerns, any thoughts, let me know. Post it down below. I would love to hear from you guys about what you want me to talk about, or if you want me to expand more on something I've spoken about, even though I feel like I'm giving you like way more information than you need. But yeah, so like there's no power, and I'm here with my cousin, and there are like shutoffs 3 hours a day. I got the thing wrong. I still don't quite understand these brownouts that I mentioned before. So it's not for 10 minutes, it's for 3 hours. But during those 3 hours, most people have generators, so your generators click on. So like I didn't notice it because our generator would just click on. Anywho, it's the shutoff time, and like it started at like 4 because it rotates every day, but it's 3 hours a day in a rotating cycle. Genuinely still don't know how it works yet. But no generator, so we don't have any power, just put all the groceries away. So we're like, okay, well, we can't really stay here. It's really cold. There's no running water. If there's no power, there's like nothing. So we go to a little coffee shop, right, like a corner away, and I'll actually post, like it's like nearby, like within walking distance, and I'll post like a cutscene. See it, super cute, called Home Sweet Home, like really nice, great Wi-Fi. So we hang out there for a few hours. I drank like this delicious French hot chocolate, which is just hot chocolate with cinnamon, which was great. Then we finally get back, and now we have power again, so I'm able to record this and like not worry about freezing to death with a full bladder and no food. I don't know. So it's been a lot of adventures. I walked alone in Lebanon at night, went to the grocery store for my first time, drove into oncoming traffic in the wrong direction, and experienced kindness in many forms, from the individuals who are kind enough to know that I'm uncomfortable walking home and like step away, like thanks, continue to do that, to the people at my office who were super helpful and like super sweet and like took the time to speak slowly in Arabic so I could follow along and are really helping motivate me to speak Arabic, to the kind boys, guys, young men who helped me put my butt out into traffic without getting hit. So it's been good. I think it's been really like educational, and I've been learning a lot, and everyone's super surprised that I'm already working and trying to speak Arabic and already driving, and it's been like 4 days. So, you know, I'm accomplishing quite a bit, and I'm really happy. And that's your vlog for today and yesterday. Love you guys a whole bunch. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!